V-Man, Pinhead, Melodic Corey. That's the kind of trio I can get with. You know what I mean? Hello there, maggots. It's Lauren here. Yes, it's time. I've been putting this off since the album came out, I guess. But today's the day. We're going to try one of these new songs, although they're not even new anymore. But from the newest album, the reason I haven't done this is because of copyright reasons. But now that I'm having copyright with everything I post, I figure I might as well. I did look and see, and there are plenty of reactions to this song. We'll find out if they're just picking on me. I don't know if this is the right one to do. I'm just gonna go for it, just so I can stop hearing about it. No, that's not the reason. I just figured it was time. Today's May 22nd, so who knows? It may be December when you're seeing this. I really have no idea, but let's go for it. Shout out to Pinhead back there. All right, here we go. Corey's awesome. Focus. Is it gonna scare me half to death in a second? I feel like it is. I hear Pinhead.
Tells me why I'm here. Gotta scream to catch your time.
Melodic Corey in the house. He's sounding different. And I don't just mean different because he's older now, but I mean different from like the melodic section on Yen. I figured he would sound sort of consistent with that. You know, this album would have a consistent melodic Corey sound, but I don't know if I can say that. So the intro to this, at least a minute long, I think. Very different than what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be just like chaos, like Cusser level chaos. So I don't know if it's going to switch on me. I don't know, but I like it so far. It's just so different than what I thought it would sound like. I wasn't expecting sort of this kind of, but I don't know, leather straps on stapled eyes. That's an image there. All right, let me go back some.
Can't subtract from Adderall.
Do you know what I'm about to say? I'm hoping. If you've been here long enough, you might know what I'm about to say. Bass, V-Man. V-Man. Welcome to the song, V-Man. Did you hear that bass in there? I mean, I could probably count on one hand the amount of times that I've really noticed the bass in a Slipknot song. It just doesn't happen. So that I loved. And it's sounding like, okay, so bass, the sound of that was very strange. I'm sure you could tell by my face. My stranger than usual looking face. When that note came in, the O note, this is very, I'm thinking he's not gonna yell at me. He might still yell at me, I'm not sure. Yeah, this is very odd. I don't want to make any conclusions yet until I hear the whole song. Like, I have yet to form an opinion about it. But right now, I'm just like, V-Man. Shout out to V-Man. You go, V-Man. I gotta hear that again, I think. Listen. You go, V-Man. You go, Pinhead.
What is your control? We don't read between the lines. The Bible can't take hold.
V-Man's coming back, I think. How odd is this? This is just so, like, from the very few comments I've heard about this album, as far as the actual sound of it, as opposed to you just asking me when I'm going to do it, I've seen a lot of people say that it just doesn't sound like Slipknot. Like Slipknot forgot to be Slipknot. Like they forgot who they were. I totally get that from this song. I don't know about it. Like at this point, I'm just like, I don't know about it. But on the plus side, V-Man, Pinhead, Melodic Corey. That's the kind of trio I can get with. You know what I mean? But as far as like the whole thing, I don't, it's just such a different sound for them. Just my prediction, this is probably like the Spiders of this album. Spiders was such an odd, totally out there sound on the last album. So maybe that's what this one is. I'm interested to hear what you think about this song. I'm going to read the comments when I'm done. There he is. Are those the masked ladies? I bet they are. V-Man. Get it. I love the bass in here. Is Pinhead gonna have a solo? Okay, again I'm going to say V-Man, Pinhead, Melodic Corey. As much as I love the three of them, like they could just take it on the road, the song as a whole, I don't know. I'm very confused by this, but how great is it that we can hear some Pinhead action? Oh. You go, Pinhead. You go, Pinhead. So yeah, let's finish this, and then I'll try to form an opinion. I love this bass so much. Dear God. Interesting. Very different sound. Not just for them, but for what I was expecting it to sound like. Just V-Man. V-Man is just carrying this song. As awesome as Corey sounds in here, and as much as I love hearing Pinhead, V-Man is just carrying this. He's just getting all the appreciation from me right now. V-Man, you rock. V-Man. V-Man in the house. Give it up for V-Man. I just love when I can actually hear the bass. Yeah, I really don't know about this one. It's going to take a few listens, I think. And maybe in the context of the whole album, it sort of fits. Like maybe it's in between two like really heavy things, and so this gives you a little break in between. I don't know. It's just odd to me because what else was on this? Dying Song, I really, really like. Yen, I really, really like. And the Chapeltown Rag, I really like. So, I can't say I really like this, aside from the trio. The song as a whole, I don't know if I'm really loving. So I'm going to listen to it again and I'll be right back. Here's what I've decided. This is not going to make any sense, but hear me out. I think there are two ways to look at this. You could either see this as there's a new Slipknot song. And so you're expecting a Slipknot song. Or you could see it as there's a new song that Slipknot did. Do you see the difference? Because to me, there's a big difference. If you go into this song thinking it's going to be Slipknot as you know them, you are going to be very disappointed. You're going to be very confused. You might even be upset. But if you go into it as, hey, here's a new song, and then you listen to it, and then at the end, someone tells you that was a Slipknot song, it's like, oh, interesting. I don't know if any of you would agree with that, but I think I'm correct. That makes a lot of sense to me. Because, at least for me, you know, when a band comes out with a new album or puts out a new song, you just have certain expectations. Such a different direction, and not what I was expecting at all, but keeping in mind what I just said, I think it's a pretty cool song. I think during the first listen, I was just so sort of confused by it because it was so not Slipknot sounding to me. But if I look at it as just a new song that Slipknot happened to do, then it's a pretty cool song. Also, I was reading some of the comments under the video, and some people were mentioning V-Man, so props to V-Man. Shout out to V-Man. No one mentioned Pinhead, but that's okay. Because I know he's here. So yeah, there you go. Finally, right? Finally. I don't know if you will ever see this video. I don't know if it's like 2025 by now, but I'm making the video. I'm going to try to put it out into the world and we'll just see what happens. So maggots, thank you so much for watching and for your patience, some of you. I will see you for more Slipknot, of course. Enjoy the rest of your day and I'll see you for another one. Let's take some Adderall together. It will be a fun trip. I'm okay. I'm okay, I promise.